action on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. David Aldridge will join us momentarily from the sidelines. And a moment to check out now what Utah has coming up. On Wednesday, the New York Knicks coming to town, tipping off a homestand for them. And then on Thursday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Portland, and they'll be taking on the Trailblazers.
And for their matchup with the Nets, that's where you have got to bring your A game, especially when you know you're going to be fighting an uphill battle all night long.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, George is out there with Jordan Clarkson. Then there's Markkanen. Then it's John Collins. And it's Fontecchio in at the 3 slot. And for the Thunder, the post pair form will be Williams and Holmgren. Josh Giddey is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Dort in at the 3.
I mean, sneaky. When he moves around the floor, Holmgren takes you out of the play, slips past, and just rolls to the hoop.
Now here's Holmgren. Jordan Clarkson missing his last shot. Giddey, no one around him. Off target with his 3.
Brent, you just don't see many point guards taller than 6'8", but Josh Giddey is one of them.
And Josh does a great job, Greg, of using that size to his advantage. He gets into positions on the floor where he can see over the level of the defense and make some spectacular passes.
And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
And you just see that burst. Gilgeous-Alexander, hard to catch him once he gets that first step.
And no one near Clarkson as he lets it go. The shot's good on the assist by George.
Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren.
Nice play to Holmgren. He's just smooth with it.
And here's Clarkson. He's been a nice option for them offensively, and he's averaging more than 17 points a game. And Giddey over to help. Again, the Jazz score.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let-up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal.
Gives the team such a great element, having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
And that one's good, George.
And developing that 3-ball shot, George is putting in the work now.
Gilgeous-Alexander against George. For 3, Williams. Utah with the rebound. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
Well, you never want to concede a game before you play it. That said, though, they were just overmatched.
Tough thing about that one is they also were playing a poor opponent, so no fire in that game, and that sticks with you a little bit.
Pass to Holmgren. And it's John Collins with the rebound.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
And it's Fontecchio missing. Under trailing by 3. Here's Holmgren. He picked up 21 points in their last win against Golden State.
Yeah, but there's always this point you got to look at where did he also impact the game. It was on the rebounding end of the floor. A tremendous performance there.
And the Jazz with possession here. After Oklahoma City gets the 3. Markkanen with it. Williams picks him up. Clarkson kicks to Markkanen, and Giddey over to help. Clarkson's got space. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
The more and more you play with your teammates, the more you're aware of where they are, and Lauri Markkanen does a great job there.
Holmgren with a screen on George. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Holmgren.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, well, I settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that.
And how can you not love the game of SGA? I mean, a young guard who continues to get better.
Yeah, Greg, all the reports you get out of OKC is that this kid is a worker, and he has turned himself into an all-star with that kind of work ethic.
Holmgren gets the bucket. Holmgren's got 6.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth, physical basketball, guys.
And finished off by Collins.
Way too easy for Collins. With ideal positioning, he's a real problem out there.
Inside, Holmgren. And the dunk by Holmgren.
There are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
George with the ball. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander. That 3 off the mark. Oklahoma City leading by 3. Holmgren the pass to Giddey. Back to Holmgren. And it's Fontecchio with the rebound. Jazz have gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. The Jazz working the ball around now. Misfires on the corner 3. And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for Oklahoma City. They come in fresh off the win against the Warriors.
Yeah, I felt like they attacked, but with a purpose. They knew what they wanted to accomplish coming in.
And in talking with the coaching staff, they said in that game, they did a great job of not settling. Keep working the ball around, finding the best look. Let's see if they can keep that up.
And here is Gilgeous-Alexander after the three-pointer from Lauri Markkanen. It has been a strange year for a few teams that thought they started a little stronger, Greg.
Yeah, what you see on paper coming into the season, that means very little until you're put to the test. But these teams have time to make adjustments in their schemes and personnel.
Free throw drops for Holmgren. Well, the Utah Jazz, GA, have one of the highest win percentages in NBA history.
And they're probably the greatest franchise to never win a championship. They made the finals twice. Unfortunately, they had to face Jordan and the Bulls both times.
Looking at who's out there now for the Jazz. Walker Kessler, he's checked in for Lauri Markkanen. Colin Sexton comes in for Clarkson. And Talen Horton-Tucker subbed in for George. Now, here's Holmgren. 10 points for him. 6 on the shot clock. Over Kessler. Holmgren can't hit.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
And they have a narrow edge here in rebounding early on, and you wonder what kind of a role that's going to play moving forward.
And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go. Does not find the target. That makes him 3 for 5. Here's Horton-Tucker. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock. Horton-Tucker's got the game tied up here for Utah. Gilgeous-Alexander looking around. That one good for 2. Holmgren's got 12 points in the game.
Doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
Oklahoma City's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Pass to Giddey. Holmgren sends the screen for Giddey. And Holmgren the bucket on the assist from Giddey. 14 points for him.
Guys, this is what you call a generational talent. Holmgren is bound to fill up the highlight reel every night he plays.
And it's Fontecchio missing.
And he's still scoreless in the quarter. They might need to go to a plan B to help him get his confidence.
Here's Holmgren. Horton-Tucker with the rebound. Jazz trail by 4. The pass to Collins. Here's Fontecchio. From outside, off the mark.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
Holmgren sets the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
Great movement in the pick and roll. Gilgeous-Alexander so decisive in that kind of set.
Sexton for 3. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And we'll be right back after this. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
And right from the jump, they've been working hard to establish themselves inside, using agility and power to get shots in the paint.
The attack can come from a lot of ways, either execution or by just getting on the bounce and driving it in, and that's where they've been very effective tonight.
On the floor for Utah, getting going here in the second quarter. They've got Walker Kessler, Talen Horton-Tucker out there with Colin Sexton. Then there's Markkanen. And it's Agbaji in at the three, the small forward.
Oh, nice job there from Holmgren. His guys appreciate when they're open, he gets them the ball. And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Now, here's Holmgren. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Williams comes with a double team. And that one's good, Agbaji. Agbaji's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. The Thunder leading by 6. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Exploding to the rim, no getting in Shea's way, especially when he's got a full head of steam.
A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Now, Horton-Tucker. He had 15 points last outing. No one covering.
They're having more success from three-point range here in the second after a rough first quarter from deep.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's Dort on the wing. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Williams. Holmgren the pass to Giddey. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. And the Thunder lead by 7.
Great job of just reading the defense by Holmgren. He just gets it.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz. Williams, he's checked in for the Thunder. Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for the Jazz. George comes in for Horton-Tucker. And so George will bring it up for the Jazz. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That game is the first and last of their homestand.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Well, if you're looking for a 3 and D player, Dort plays D, and there's your 3.
Jazz trail by 10. Williams comes with a double team. Outside, Markkanen. Three-pointer nailed from three-point land. Markkanen's got 6 points.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. You know, Greg, one place you really see Walker Kessler making his presence felt is on the defensive end.
And boy, he has got a nose for blocks, doesn't he? I mean, able to detect shots forming and get a hand on the ball. It is such a gift that allows this guy to make such a big difference on that side of the ball.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Lauri Markkanen has gone from a bit player to a starring role on offense. He says it's something that I have to get adjusted to, but going forward, I have the room and the mentality to be more aggressive. When I watch film, I always see things that can become so much better. I have a long way to go and a lot of room to improve. Kevin?
All right, good stuff, D.A. Thanks. Here's Fontecchio. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
Well, that's how to protect the rim without fouling. Force him into an awkward release and a bit of an adjustment on the layup.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Yeah, just really pouring it on right now, trying to take away the opposition's motivation to keep competing in this one.
George sets a screen for Markkanen. Fontecchio passes to Kessler. 4 on the clock, and it's George missing.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
They grab their own miss, and it's Williams finishing it off.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
Now, here's George. Jordan Clarkson missing his last shot. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. George looking over the floor. Clarkson outside. Fontecchio still scoreless. And a miss there on the triple.
Yeah, this has been a night where you can look at his shooting and his performance, and it's affected the team. That's the bottom line.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And he's good on the three ball. Fontecchio's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
He's making plays all over the floor. Gilgeous-Alexander will not be stopped.
Jazz trail by 12. George double teamed. Passes it to Fontecchio. It's up a 3. George, no good. Oklahoma City has gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Williams double team. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 20.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Time called here. The Jazz decide to talk it over. You know, Brent, we know how intense NBA practices can get, but how often do tempers boil over?
Well, practices are where you improve, and it's also a chance for guys who are on the bench to let the coaches know they're ready for more minutes. So that competitive environment is going to cause some dust-ups, and trust me, Kevin, you don't hear about most of the things that go on behind closed doors.
Holmgren, he's checked in for Williams. And Utah also making a switch. Collins is checked in. Back to George. And he's going up for the alley-oop. The shot misses.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Holmgren the pass to Giddey. Uses the glass to finish the lane. Giddey's got 6.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Clarkson with the ball. Defended by Giddey.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
The Jazz shooting their first free throws of this one.
And they've done some really nice work at the foul line, knocking down 80%.
First free throw is good. And Oklahoma City making a change here. Joe's checked in. And Utah also making a switch. Markkanen, he's checked in for Walker Kessler. And you look at the Thunder style of play, very fast-paced.
And because of that, they put up a lot of shots. And their goal really is to overwhelm you and wear you down. Of course, they allow plenty of shot attempts as well.
And attacking the rim. Holmgren making excellent use of that height inside.
Jazz trail by 17. George double teamed. Wants to get it to Collins and does.
Clearly a foul.
The Jazz have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
13 foul. Shooting for Utah, John Collins. At the line for 2.
Shoot 2.
And that one falls for Collins.
Watch Collins night in and night out, and when he's fully engaged, there's some ferocity behind his play.
And so Collins nails both of them.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Oklahoma City leading by 15. Here's Joe. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good. Joe's got his first bucket in this one.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Here's Giddey. And the basket for the 4th time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6.
Shooting it with more confidence now. Look at his face. He didn't look quite right in the opening minutes. Finding it now.
Out to Clarkson. And Giddey over to help. Clarkson passes to Fontecchio.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
The Jazz shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Shooting for Utah, Fontecchio. 2 shots.
The first one falls.
And just a much better job of attacking and getting to the line here in the second quarter. Didn't have a single attempt in the first.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in. Williams' shot is off. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And Giddey over to help. And here's George for 3. The Thunder pull it in.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
Holmgren with a screen on Markkanen. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
The Thunder shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game. And the first one at the line is good. That misses, so he splits the free throws. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for the Oklahoma City Thunder. His production has been flowing as he's tallied 20 points and looks to be planning for more. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
Thanks for stopping by, y'all. Some prime-time grade A matchups on that list. Kenny, if you were handing out grades, what grade would you give the big fella over here?
A+.
Thank you, Kenny. Ernie, I see what you're trying to do. Drive a wedge between.
Now for a moment to look at our game. Everything, and I mean everything, is falling into place for the Thunder.
The way this has looked, this must feel like a shoot-around.
Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here tonight, guys.
The burst he's had when going at the rim has been fantastic. A lot of strong finishes through 2 quarters.
This is why the best athletes in the world play this game. If he finds a hole, he rips through and throws it down.
Dort and Williams up in the forward positions. Josh Giddey is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Holmgren in at the center position. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him. And kind of par for the course here, right? Coming through with a solid offensive game to help them get this lead.
And Giddey over to help. Here's Collins, connects on the 9-footer. 12 points for John Collins.
Yeah, John Collins in a nice lather here. Versatile, explosive, high energy, and doing the job scoring it.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious 2-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Markkanen with it. Williams picks him up. Collins wide open. He fires. Misses the 3.
Or even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue. And you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Count that one for Dort.
And how about the athleticism of Dort? You see the width he has, but man, he can outwork you defensively.
Collins setting the big for Clarkson. Out left to the wing. Fontecchio. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. Fontecchio's got 11.
Okay, good game plan. Start the second half. 3 of 4 so far from the field.
It's Gilgeous-Alexander with the drive.
Well, it's 6'6". SGA absolutely has the size to get up there and throw it down.
Greg, this Keontae George is explosive.
When he goes in the paint, he is like a wrecking ball. Very physical driver for a guard. And can be streaky, but boy, when he heats up,
Watch out.
This is his second trip to the line in this one.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
That's good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
In that 2018 draft, you think about those names: Doncic, Young, Payton, Jaren Jackson Jr., and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Boy, that's a lot to begin with.
And now let's have a look at the teams that have had the quickest hands in the NBA during the past month. Number one, the Thunder.
What a month they've had defensively. I mean, they've really gotten after it on that end of the floor.
Oklahoma City leading by 22. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Count the basket. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 27.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Clarkson kicks to Markkanen. Utah moving it around. Count it. He has 5.
Oh, wow. 4 of 5 to start the half. Coming out on fire.
The Thunder have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the field here in the third, coming out of the break very hot. And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
And Shai putting it on a string so hard to stay on top of him as a defender.
And here's Clarkson. He brings it up for the Jazz. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Holmgren's got his 16th rebound on the night. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, if he wants to make the defense work, he's got to start knocking down the threes. Only one so far in this game for him, and none since halftime.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
From deep, Williams. Jazz have gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. The Utah Jazz have found themselves a new all-star in Lauri Markkanen. Coach Will Hardy says he's our best player, but we're not making our team about him. We have a lot of really good players. Everyone is finding a way to coexist, and that's the great thing about our team. Kevin?
A quick rebuild. And David Aldridge, thank you for that report.
Ruben Dort is the guy who puts his head down and goes to work. He gives every bit of focus on every play, and teammates love what he brings to the court.
Wallace is checked in for the Thunder. Jazz have gone 6 of 8 on field goal attempts in the third. A 75% clip.
This is what dominating the glass looks like. He just cannot be contained.
Sort of reminding me of a little Ben Wallace action here from his years with the Pistons. He's been that much of a force rebounding the ball.
Here's Clarkson. Lays it up off the glass. Clarkson's got 9.
Really good job on the timing of that cut into the lane. The speed that Clarkson has can be a problem for the defense.
Here's Wallace. And the Thunder another 3.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on him.
Utah's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Clarkson outside. Clarkson missing again.
His touch has left him in this quarter. Nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him.
Jazz have gone 7 of 11, a lucky field goal percentage here in the third. George with the ball. Williams picks him up. Markkanen sets the pick for George. Here's Fontecchio. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Holmgren. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Thunder.
They've been playing some really physical offense, just attacking the paint as much as possible. And I tell you what, they have been very successful with that strategy.
We probably have to touch on as well that tonight their penetration has been awesome. I mean, they put force on this game, attacking off the bounce, and the willingness to do that has paid off.
And Utah making a change here. Kessler's checked in, and it's blocked, and he's able to get it back. Joe can't get it to go.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Launches it. Hands it from downtown. Fontecchio's got a pair of threes now here in the third for Utah.
This is a one-man show right now. He's on a mission to get him out of this hole.
lets it go from 14. Joe can't get it to go. Pass to George. Back to Clarkson. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. George has got assist number 7 for him tonight. Wallace, the pass to Joe. He's looking for Williams and finds him. Higgins outside. The three-pointer is right on target. 1:46 left to play in the third. Utah's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Kessler, and he bangs it home with one hand.
Well, Clarkson doesn't do huge assist numbers, but he won't waste a wide-open opportunity.
Pass to Joe. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
In the corner, Collins with it, and Collins gets double-teamed. Here's Kessler, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Kessler's got 6.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Williams' shot is off. Jazz trail by 21. George passes to Kessler. Nice ball movement by Utah. The shot by George, no good.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
They get the rebound. Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved, a full team effort.
And it's Fontecchio missing. Excellent D there from George.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We come back right after this. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Jazz trail by 21, and Utah looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. They've got Markkanen, Talen Horton-Tucker out there with Sexton. Then there's Jordan Clarkson, and it's Kessler in at the 5 down low. And with this new in-season tournament, Greg, the NBA continuing to innovate. Are they getting, though, 2 out there for you? Or do you like it?
Listen, I think it pays to be bold. And I'll be one to admit I was not a fan of the play-in. But I got to tell you, it's been a tremendous success. So I've got an open mind.
He dishes it to Williams. Wants to get it to Holmgren and does. Kessler with the rebound. Kessler's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
Toughness there shown by Colin Sexton. No stranger to having to outmuscle the defense from time to time.
Over in the corner, Dort. He feeds it to Holmgren. From down in the low post, it goes. Holmgren's got 24.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
And Giddey gets it to go.
Impressive decision there as Giddey just shot that one. No hesitation.
And Sexton has it in the corner. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got rebound number 5 here tonight. And that one, good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 31 points.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Out to the right wing. Here's Horton-Tucker. Another miss by Utah.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
Giddey the pass to Williams. That's good, and so Giddey with the assist. Giddey's got 5 assists in the game. The Jazz have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. And the Jazz call time here. We love the fact that the NBA is constantly evolving. Greg, what have you thought of the recent schedule adjustments?
I think the league's done a great job cutting down on the back-to-backs. And also, I like these two-game, like baseball-style series we've seen. Limiting travel helps big time.
The Jazz making a switch here. Fontecchio's checked in. And Giddey over to help. Markkanen from outside. Trains it from beyond the arc.
And a great job by Markkanen to toe the line there along the corner to knock down the three.
Outside, Dort wants to get it to Holmgren and does. And the dunk by Holmgren.
Oh, I dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration too, and you've got 2 points. And that one drops. The Thunder leading by 23. On the wing, Giddey. A three-pointer off the mark. Here's Sexton, and Sexton slams it in.
Now, when you don't get in his way, Sexton's going to get up there and throw it down.
Dort kicks to Williams. Holmgren in the post. He's covered by Kessler. And Giddey gets it to go.
That's pretty unselfish there. He sees that there's a better shot on the perimeter and bang, just kicks it out.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Holmgren the pass to Williams. Back to Holmgren. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Here we are looking around the NBA. Greg, it feels like there's more parity amongst teams than ever before.
No dominant team has been the favorite every year. And that can all change, though, in a heartbeat. Every so often, a dynasty can be born out of nothing.
That free throw missing. And, of course, you were known as Bones in your playing days. But what were some of your favorite NBA nicknames?
Oh, Kevin, I've been so fortunate to be around the NBA for so long. I go way back to names like Iceman George Gervin or Dr. J Julius Erving or Pistol Pete Maravich, one of my favorite players. But is there anyone better than Magic Johnson?
Joe passes to Wallace. Williams for 3, and again, no good by Oklahoma City.
Boy, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
To the middle. And that one's good. Fontecchio. Fontecchio's got 4 this quarter.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Williams for 3. Buries it from three-point range.
Defensively, you can't afford to give him that kind of look, especially down this many points.
Teachable moment there. Lapses like this are backbreakers.
Clarkson for 3.
And he's been a force on the glass all game long.
It's almost like he's got a magnet on that ball here tonight. He's in the right spot all the time.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for Utah. Driving to the basket.
Aggressive slash from the young guard. George fears no one when attacking the basket.
Wiggins finds Holmgren. Back to Wiggins. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Personal foul, second team foul. At the line for 2, Aaron Wiggins.
And he makes the first. What do you think of the league's most recent CBA, Greg, that 7-year deal just signed?
Well, Kevin, the NBA and Players Association both need to be commended. Labor peace through the rest of the decade. Most pro sports don't have this kind of stability.
And both free throws good for Wiggins. Jazz trail by 21. Right side, Collins. And it's off from three-point range.
But still, eventually you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down.
And that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander.
Trying more and more to utilize the three-pointer. It's a good idea. That's his second 3 of the game. 1 in each half.
Down low. And finished off by Collins.
Well, that just scrambled the defense all kinds of ways with that great initial pass.
Wiggins passes to Giddey. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Giddey's got 7 now in this quarter.
Trying to get more comfortable from deep. Giddey looking solid on that one from 3.
9 feet out. Collins with another miss. Oklahoma City's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Wiggins from outside, rebounded by the Jazz. Collins has got 8 rebounds in this game. Fontecchio passes to Markkanen. The shot by George, wide open. The three-pointer, no good. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
That's how you drive your point home right there. Utah's gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. Clarkson with the ball. Defended by Giddey. The shot by Markkanen, nobody around, and the 3-ball is good. Markkanen's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for the Jazz. The Thunder shooting 61%, showing all the indications of an offense that is locked in. Williams can't get it to go. The Jazz shooting straight 49% from the field. And it's Clarkson that time on the assist by George. George has got his assist totals piling up, 11 now for him. There's the 3. Giddey, no good. Giddey's gone 1 of 4 from distance.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. You can safely say mission accomplished now for the Thunder.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And so this will mark the 15th win of the year for them.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, those points he had tonight, all critical, all from energy and activity. He just never seemed to stop.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on, and that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
Williams dishes to Wiggins. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Williams. Collins with some nice D. And here's Utah. They're on a 13-4 run right now. George, no good. Stolen by Markkanen. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home, no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching.